Now, of course, we're on our way towards yet another hot summer because, of course, that's the way it works. But with the extreme weather conditions that we get hotter summers, we get wetter summers, of course, between El Nino and La Nina, and who can ever keep up? But you know the point. But the reality for most people is that no matter how hot it is outside, you've still got to keep working. Now, some people, if they happen to be lucky enough in the unionised thing, they turn around and leave. But for most people, the air conditioning either just keeps banging on, or if you're in small business, too bad. Keep working. Well, there's something interesting about this, which is for the 542,000, that's how many people are unemployed in Australia, 542,100 people who are currently unemployed, and these are the people that are registered in the statistics. There are apparently hundreds of thousands more, and certainly plenty more people who are able to soak up the welfare dollar but not have to look for work. The reality is that if you do get the dole, you have to, as one of the conditions of getting the dole, look for a job. Now, apparently, this is a little arduous for some people. And there are welfare groups that are saying that on really hot days, you shouldn't have to look for a job, but you still get the welfare anyway. Don't you love this? Again, if you're watching us in small business. Now, I don't belittle the experience of the woman who was inside the article, but the idea we need to change the rules is a little weird to me. But surprise, surprise, The Guardian doing its bit for social justice. With Australia facing extreme temperatures again this summer, welfare advocates are calling for Centrelink to suspend mutual obligations, which means looking for work, during periods of extreme heat, just like during a bushfire, flood or a health crisis. Now, health crisis is COVID, meaning you can't leave the house so you can't go looking anywhere. Floods, well, for obvious reasons, things might be damaged. Bushfires, well, you may not be able to leave your region for obvious reasons. But the idea that it's really hot outside, so no, I shouldn't go looking for a job, apparently this is a necessary change in Australia. According to somebody from a thing called Sweltering Cities, and geez, I wonder what their position will be. We know that there have already been heat waves this year in Western Sydney, in Broome, in parts of South Australia and in far north Queensland. Emma Bacon says that this is the hottest year on record. She's apparently written to federal MPs, including the relevant ministers, asking them to consider the move. That when it's really hot, you shouldn't have to look for a job, but you still get the welfare anyway. Seriously. She said their analysis showed that thousands of people would be forced to leave their homes and attend meetings and courses which could easily be put on hold. So, okay, imagine this. You're a business that's trying to find someone to fill a job. We are at near record low unemployment levels. That's a good thing when it comes to the economy. But it means when you put the position vacant sign out the front, you've got a position that's vacant now and you want to fill it. You can imagine that you've done the work, you've got all the CVs in a line, and you say, all right, we'll start interviewing people on Tuesday. And then it's really hot at 10 a.m. on a Tuesday. Are you supposed to ring everyone and say, sorry, guys, look, I know it's very hot and I don't want you to have to get on the bus to come and apply for the job. So just stay at home, don't worry about it, we'll deal with it down the line. That's the suggestion. Or courses, you know, the stuff that you do to upskill so you can get a job. Now, again, I'm not going to pretend it's not going to be uncomfortable. Nobody wants to have to traipse around in the sun when you don't have to. But the reality is that if you want welfare from the taxpayers of Australia that comes from the people who are working, you have to do something to try to get off it, which means look for work. Okay, I'll let you off if you've got a bushfire. I'll let you off if you've got a flood. I'll even let you off in a global pandemic. But because it's hot outside? No. Keep looking for a job the same way millions of people have to keep working no matter how hot it is outside. Small business, honestly. Well, we'll see whether this moves from the pages of the Turnbull Times or it just goes straight into the bin where hopefully it does.